Hey buddy, welcome. And I wanted to show you big differences between a recurve and a compound, because a lot of people seem to divert the fact that compounds just are recurves but with cam wheels. No. They're a lot different. As you can see, I'm going to put this on the ground. Okay? Put that on the ground right there. Now, I got myself a recurve. Here's a recurve. I'm going to put the limb tip all the way on the ground. As you can see, size difference is quite big. Okay? Compound bow, recurve bow. So obviously, it's not just that a compound bow is a recurve bow but with cam wheels. No. Now, the great advantage, obviously, to a compound bow is the cams, where you get let off. So if you pull back, now you can hold this for like 10 minutes and dance like this. And have no problem. But, obviously, with the recurve, it doesn't have that advantage, so you can't dance around for very long holding it back. The great advantage to this is it's small. If you wanted to go in like a tactical area, like in buildings and such forth, let me grab an arrow. Like if you're in a zombie apocalypse type of scenario, where it's almost the end of the world and you have a compound bow and you're sneaky in buildings, you can hold it and go around a corner and go. And shoot zombies across the building. But obviously, with a recurve, it's quite menacing for its size. So when you're trying to hold it around, it's going to go thunk and hit the ceiling every time you try and aim. So it's quite an issue with that. But the downside to this compound bow versus the recurve is you got more strings you have to deal with. If one of these have to be replaced, your entire compound bow is screwed up. Because a lot of people don't really take the time, research, and learn about their compound bow and adjust them themselves. They just go, here you go, here. Can you tune my bow? Thank you. Get the sight all nice and good. Thanks. And put a peep sight on it. All that good stuff. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay. Perfect. Nice and straight. Everything's angled. Now I'm going to go shoot. Yeah, I'm getting targets like 20 yards away. Woo! I'm the pro best now. Yeah. So, if one of the strings breaks, and you have a compound bow, and you really haven't done your research, you might as well throw it away now, because your compound bow is useless to you. Because you took it to a pro shop, you didn't do any research, you just got your bow and started firing your arrows. And that's it. And wow, you can shoot good shots, position shots at 4 yards with a compound bow. But, you know, it takes more skill than just having a bow be tuned for you. So if you want to know how to shoot a bow, tune it yourself and do your own research, which is a better idea. Now the other disadvantage is that obviously a lot of people say you can't fire a compound bow with wooden arrows. That really differs. I will have to admit that really differs, because compound bows are just the same thing. They're bows and they fire arrows. And carbon arrows wouldn't really be any special than actual wooden arrows. Let me turn off my heater for a second so it doesn't make noise. So you can technically fire wooden arrows, but the reason why a lot of people tell you don't fire it is what I believe is because of the let off of the entire bow setup. For the cam system, if you have it like this and you fire, it goes slowly and then it goes really fast. But with a recurve bow, it doesn't have that let off. So when you put the arrow on and you're going to fire, this has all of its energy in one go. So it's just whoosh, instead of going and with that sudden fast going after that slow, it's going to make that arrow go more tweaking faster. It's going to go instead of go like that. So that's why a lot of people would say not use wooden arrows, because it would cause the arrow to bend too fast from that sudden burst of energy from a compound bow. But you can defeat this by using the no let off ability. But you're not going to get your full shot right here. You're going to go about right here. Like if you're bow shooting with a recurve, if you're like bow fishing with a recurve, you're going to be like this. Instead of going like this. Which obviously a lot of compound bow fishers do. They go like this at full throttle, and if they have like 50 pounds, that arrow is going to go into the ground if they're at close range. So yeah. But again, recurve gets that advantage. So for what bow will be suitable for you, it really depends. Are you a good person that knows your city a lot, and you have a lot of carbon arrows, and you know how to make these guys into maybe aluminum? Yes, I'm talking about Coca-Cola cans or such forth. And yes, I know I'm wearing the PJs. Hey Mikey, it's okay. Or are you a guy that likes to be in the wilderness, that is in the forest or such forth, that actually wants to survive without having all that problem crap and such and city issues? This will probably be the better choice. Despite the fact that it is long, it's been ages and ages for people to use recurve bows, or should I say longbows. And longbows are even longer than yourself. So if they can use a longbow inside trees, bushes, and such forth in the forest or deserts, then obviously you can use a recurve bow in the boonies for survival. But for city type of issues, this is an old shirt. It has a lot of holes, so sorry about that. For a city issue ability, this may also be a good choice, but for going in buildings and such forth, no. And the cool thing about recurves, if I can do it correctly, Robin Hood style, which is awesome. So yeah, but with compound, I'm still looking. Oops, tried to pick up my compound on my computer and it just went. But with a compound bow, you actually have to hold this, or unless you have one of those slings that sit on your back like this, which I find kind of stupid. I actually think you should get a sling or make a sling that does it like this, where it's on your back and you can walk around, like a sniper rifle where it sits on your back like this. That makes it a lot more suitable for you to wander the place instead of having to hold it like this all day or like this. So if you're able to make a sling or get a sling to mount on your back, with a compound bow, yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, those are the advantages and disadvantages to such bows. But anyways, they're both great. They're both great weapons or great archery tools, and they're both great target shooting ability. But you have to think of the differences when you get into more into it, and you're thinking about actually taking them out into the boonies, or maybe if you're going to be off the grid or something like that, you have to think about the differences between these weapons or tools, should I say? Sorry, because they're quite different in both of their terms. Um, but they're still handy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.